Over the course of a couple of years, I've noticed that some of my friends were under the impression that moon phases were the result of the Earth casting a shadow on the moon. During some discussions on the topic, I realized that I didn't completely understand moon phases myself, so I decided to make a model in some 3D animation software called Blender 3D to gain a better understanding for myself first and for others second. My hope is that this video will help others gain a very basic understanding of moon phases and how they are created. As you've probably noticed, I made this animation with two views. The view on the left is of the moon, if you were to focus only on it from a point just above the North Pole. And the view on the right is if you were in a spacecraft located along a direct line between the sun and the Earth. Now, I know these are not to scale. That was not my intention. I just wanted to make a basic model. As we begin viewing, we will focus on the perspective of the North Pole first. We begin with the moon at a waxing or growing half-moon phase, also known as the first quarter, as it is becoming more illuminated into a full moon. Full moon occurs when the sun, earth, and moon are in approximate alignment, with the earth being in the middle. Following the full moon, the next phase is the waning or decreasing gibbous. Gibbous describes the moon being more than one half illuminated. And as we pass the waning half moon or third quarter, we enter the waning crescent. A crescent describes the moon when it is less than one half illuminated. Finally, we see the new moon. Like the full moon, the new moon occurs when the sun, the moon, and the earth are in approximate alignment again, but with the moon in the middle instead of the earth. Finally, we go through the waxing crescent phase to end up at the waxing half moon, where we started just about a minute ago. Next, we focus on the moon and earth from our position in space. Here we're able to more clearly see why the moon phases occur as they do. As the earth makes its counterclockwise rotation, if we were looking down from the North Pole, it would appear to be counterclockwise. The moon is also circling the earth in the same manner. And if we were to slow the animation down or look from a position on the earth, we would see that as we approach the full moon, the moon rises as the sun sets. And when the moon is in the half moon phases, either first quarter or third quarter, the moon either rises or sets at midday and midnight, depending on whether it's first or third quarter. And when the new moon is visible, the moon rises and sets at approximately the same times as the sun.